cut. Take three. Okay, here we go.
It is absolutely our privilege to be here with the one and only David O. Russell, the best director that has ever lived, in my opinion.
Do it again.
Did you ever have to find a way to survive? And you knew your choices were bad, but you had to survive.
We were so successful for so long because we kept it just small enough.
If you're that successful, how come you wound up in this room with me right now, taking orders from me?
I got to tell you, what I've learned about filmmaking is just to keep it real, instinctive, really from the heart and from the gut, and that's and to have all the characters be real, relatable. So the awards thing is nice but you don't focus on it. You just do this. You try to do something that's really you're excited about.
Well, I know American Hustle went down a total storm. Everybody loved the film. I mean, how was the story even born?
It's hard to find stories that have characters that really captivate me.
So when the idea is then in your head, at what point do you then talk about it?
I was talking to Bradley about it constantly when we were on Silver Linings. I was talking to Jennifer about it whenever I saw her. I said, wouldn't it be amazing if you played someone who was like a real housewife of Long Island, who had nails and big hair, and she got very excited about that because she loves to take risks. Every single actor in this picture got to take a risk and play someone they had never seen, or audiences had never seen before. Christian Bale, Batman, to play someone so big and sort of balding, but yet still charming. Amy Adams to play so many different personalities in one woman. A woman who came from the sticks, who was kind of a bumpkin, who turned herself into a cosmopolitan woman in the city, very glamorous. And Bradley, who aspired to be more like them, as even though he was the agent, the FBI agent.
The soundtrack's phenomenal.
Very excited about the soundtrack, and we're going to release a limited edition vinyl LP that's going to be sick. It's going to be really beautiful design and beautiful details and a lot of extra tracks on a double LP that'll be colored. You ever see colored vinyl?
Oh my God.
Like the Beatles did that back in the day. I don't know, I get excited about it.
That's so cool.
My father, he taught me to believe that all people are good and to be good to all people.
Now, obviously, at the beginning of your career, like at everyone's beginning of their career, you do hustle. Do you know what I mean? It's the fake it till you make it thing. What kind of hustles did you do?
Well, I think there's two meanings of the word hustle. One would be just to sort of, as you indicated, to sort of just fake it till you make it, right? Or to outright deceive people, as some of the people in this movie are doing. But there's also the hustle that I just consider everybody's got to get up every day and make their life happen. I had many jobs. I was a bartender. I was a bartender for a lot of rich people in New York City. I bartended for Jacqueline Onassis. I was at many premieres. I served Martin Scorsese. And a story I like to tell is I served him at the premiere of Goodfellas, and I said, Mr. Scorsese, it's such an honor to serve you, and I am such an admirer of yours, and I would really love to do what you're doing. I'm trying to make short films now. I was in my 20s. I'm doing short films now, and he stared at me. He has a very, very intense gaze, a very intense guy, and he said, I'll have a vodka on the rocks.
Hey!
Oh, what the hell?
I just want us to be friends.
So how did you lose your job?
By having sex with everybody in the office.
Everybody?
I was very depressed after Tommy died.
We don't have to talk about it.
Thanks.
How many were there?
I don't know. I started making short films and documentaries when I was in my late 20s. I was very much into working class communities, and I found people there very fascinating and inspiring. And I would work in some social services to improve low-income housing, which, that was just something that really fascinated me at the time. And my parents, wanted me to do something else. They wanted me to go be a doctor or something.
Now, is there any actors you are thoroughly impressed by and you haven't yet worked with and you would love to?
Well, as you know, I have my family of actors, which is, Jennifer, Amy, Bradley, and Christian, and there's some people, and Bob De Niro, and other people who can come in and out of it. Jack Houston is wonderful. Your own local Jack Houston. I think that guy's going to be a movie star.
Well, what is it then
that makes
about
them a star?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I think makes Jack a star. Jack's a very natural actor. He's very comfortable in his skin. I think I love people who look interesting, character-y, but also beautiful. You understand? I think Jennifer's like that. Sometimes you look at Jennifer and she can look sort of like a character actress, and sometimes she looks like the most beautiful woman in the world. Bradley, sometimes you can look at him at certain angles, he looks like a character actor. By character actor, you mean not the glamorous one, the character-y one.
So Jennifer, what did you see, in the beginning? I mean, what was it that drew her to you in the first place?
I saw her on the award circuit when I had made a film called The Fighter, and she had made a film called Winter's Bone that she got a nomination for, and nobody quite knew who she was. Hunger Games had not yet been made, and she auditioned for me from her parents' home in Louisville, Kentucky, and just knocked me out. I mean, she prepared for the audition, made her hair and her eyeliner like the character, did it in her dad's study, it was her dad's den. During the audition, killed a spider in the bathroom in the den, and described what the spider looked like and acted it out. She said she'd never seen a spider that when you attacked it, it put all its legs up on top of itself, like that. And she made me cry on the audition tape, you know what I'm saying? So she just that was a Skype, and she kind of just completely committed to the character. She can just go there instantly. And same thing with Bradley Cooper. You share an intuition for what interests you.
This is Pat. You look nice.
Thank you.
I'm not flirting with you.
I didn't think you were.
And there was a talk of doing a biopic with Jennifer about yes.
No, that's a real good story. I'm definitely gonna write that story for Jennifer about a woman named Joy who invented a mop, which is a true story, and she patented it and it made her rich, but she ended up in a lot of, as usual, legal battles with her own family about it, which I just think seems like an amazing story. It can be both inspiring and funny and all the things we love to do. So I have to get under the hood of that. And there's another big story I want to write that's for many of these same cast members, for Bradley Cooper. And I kind of want Bradley to be in just about everything because I love writing for him. So, and Robert De Niro as well. So let's take it. I'm just going to write the stories and see who else comes. There's one actor in particular I'm getting to be friendly with. I don't want to name who's a star who may join the family at one point. So we'll see if that happens.
The David O. Russell family. That's a family we want to be a part of, 100%, a million times over. I really cannot thank you enough for sharing your time with us before this humongous day of the